Hello friends, in this lecture we will create this cover plate. This is automotive part and this is a plastic component. So here we have some views, one is front view and one top view and one section view from AA. AA section is from here, okay, and two isometric view. So all the dimension are in mm and the thickness of this plate is 3 mm, okay. See, it is constant on each and everywhere. So first of all, I will start from the front and I'm going to create this curve and this curve, and after that I will create this upper curve. So let's start with the annex using surface. So this is the component, okay. So I'm going to create this component using the surfacing commands. So first I'm going to start a new file. So I'm hiding this part navigator so that I will get some more space for my drawing. So start with this sketch, and I am going to start with top view and my top is XY. So start with this, draw an arc and the arc is 190 radius. So first of all 190 is the radius. Close and select both point and make them vertically aligned, right, and this point and line make them consonant. Now I am going to define this midpoint and this line and this distance. No, I don't want this. Just select this and the point. Okay, this is the point and I'm defining this as a 40. Okay, if you want to define something else, define, no problem, but just remember it. And I'm going to match this point with this so that my sketch will be fully constant. Finish. And for second my plane is at 16 offset from the XY. So click, 16 is offset again, and this time I am creating another curve, make them consonant, make them vertically aligned, and the radius is 170. Close, and this 100 from outer to outer is 100, from this point to this point, okay, this gap is 100, okay. And it is moving, so define it so that my sketch will be fully defined. From the front view, see, from this front view select it, okay, zoom it. My curve is starting from this, again a arc, and one line. Make this line as a reference and draw a arc. Now I'm going to define dimensions. So draw one more line and align these two lines horizontally. Now this time to define angle, angle is 47 between these two, right. Close it and drag this line a little bit upper, drag it here, select this line and this axis, make them constant, and the distance from this axis I have keep this as 40. I have defined, so I'm entering this, and this is 18, so still one taper angle is this, so I'm going to define this angle as well. So click here, vertical constraint, remove this constraint and drag it a little bit. Okay, this dimension, no, I don't want this dimension. I want to define this dimension. Okay, and one more line. Wait, change this to 40, and from this point to this outer one is 100. Wait, undo. First define, no, constraint is not coming. So this point and this plane, this distance is 0, so that it will not come down. So I have defined it. Now change this is 100, right? And 16 from the above, that is okay. And 32, the top is at 32 from this bottom, so select this and define this value as 32. Okay, and this arc is, and before this I'm going to define, select this point and this point, make them horizontally aligned. Now define the angle. Angle is 5 degrees, says this angle is 5 degrees. See here, it is 5 degrees. Okay, and the length is 18, so again use this, and the length is 18. Close. Now this radius is 260 and close. My sketch is fully constrained and I don't want this, so click and convert to reference. Same I am doing with this line, and here we have one fillet, and the fillet is given here 20. 20 is the radius, so fillet 20 radius, right? And everything is okay. Now finish it. Now I'm going to apply surface option, and that is swept. Here section and the guide curve. So my first section is this, add. Second section is this, and guide curve is this, and try, it is not working, so reset. Now my section is this, okay, and my first guide is this, add. Another guide is this, and click OK. Preserve shape so that this arc, this edges will properly highlight, and if I want to apply any radius, so I can. Now go to this top view. Okay, now from here, see, this is 40. Okay, and the radius is 400. So starting from this to here and click. Now I just want to remove this. Oops, it's all gone. So I'm using this project curve and one more curve. Okay, now use this trim and the dimension, it is 40, and first select this point and this point, make them horizontally aligned, and this midpoint and this horizontal axis, This distance is 40. Close. And radius is 400. See, here it is 400. Cancel. I am going to mirror it. Select mirror curve about this axis. Okay, and finish. Shading on. Okay, use this extrude. First curve is this. Apply. Oops. Change it to none. Change it to none. Apply. Again for this. Okay. Now I want to cut it, whatever the extra portion is there. So I'm going to use surface option, and here I have this trim and extend option. Trim and extend, and use this make corner. I want to make corner with this. Okay, reverse the direction. Apply, and the same with this portion. Okay, if you want to hide these sketches. Okay, otherwise no problem, just make them visible. Now I'm going to create this curve. So starting from this plane, and here first a line up to this, and one more line from here. Okay, and arc, right, drag it. Now let's define the dimensions. Use this. It is 16 and 70 from here, so 70 plus 18, 88. From this to this point is 88, right? And now this distance is 12. 12, right? And this is 60 in radius. Okay, and this gap 18 plus 18, 36. So from this and this line gap is 36, right? My sketch is fully constant, only this fillet is remain, and the radius is 15. 1 and 2. Okay, and 40 radius here, and to the 40, and radius between these two, right? Finish it. Change the shading mode, and I'm going to extrude this connected curve on both sides. So change it to symmetric. Oops, it is not selecting properly, so cancel it. Extrude. Change it to tangential curve, right? Symmetric on both sides. Drag it. Okay, now I want to trim this surface with respect to this, so use this trim sheet. I want to trim it with reference to this surface, and select and preview. Okay, now hide this surface, hide this surface, and my desired surface is here. Okay, okay, now this time to apply the fillet. So go to this edge blend, and here it is 20. So click this and this. 20 is the radius. Apply, and here 8 is 5. Change it to 5. Okay, now one more slot. Click here. First I need to create this, then we will go for this. Okay, so go to this front view, sorry, orient the view, select it, axis, and orient the XY. Here I'm starting with the circle, and the circle is 7.5 in radius, so 15 diameter. Use this line again, one more line, select both line, horizontally align and align with this horizontal axis. This gap is 7, which is given here, it is 7. Close, use this trim to remove this, and 18 from the outer edge. So from this to this, now 18, right? Close. Now finish, and I'm using this extrude. My curve is this, and it is 96. Half of 96 is 48. 48 this side, and first side is from selected surface, so it will start from here to this direction. Okay, now I want to cut this inner portion, so trim this surface with respect to curve and see, apply. Again, see one more thing, here we have 5-degree angle, so use this plane and line with this outer edge. So select this properly, okay, and the angle from vertical edge is not available here, so I'm going to project this. So project this line, that is enough. Okay, angle between this and this is 5-degree. Close, and make sure this line as a reference, and change this to 20. Finish it, extrude this, reverse direction. Okay, I'm using trim, I want to trim it with reference to surface. Okay, hide this surface, hide this, hide this, hide this, and hide this. Okay, now I'm going to mirror it. So how I can do, go to part navigator, trim, extrude, trim, and extrude, select all this, and go to mirror feature, and mirror plane is this, and okay. Okay, now it is here, and here I want to apply some fillet, so these all are not connected either. So go to Sew and select all the surface and Sew all. Now the fillet is 2 radius, it is 2, and same here 2. Okay, now from the top draw a rectangle, draw 2 circle, Okay, and this gap is 7.9 and the radius is 10, and the radius is 10 20 mm diameter. Close. And one more dimension is left. It is 35 from this center. Now sketch is fully defined. I'm going to trim whatever the extra curves are there, right? And convert the extra lines to reference. Finish. Extrude. Okay. Hide it. So my sketch is surface is completely drawn. Now I'm going to apply the thickness. So thickness is 3. So here we have this thicken. Select this, thicken inside. Okay, and this is my component. So hope you like this. If you have any queries regarding this, you can comment me. Thank you for watching.